And then send it to all of us.
Yeah. I should have recorded it in the beginning, shouldn't I?
Then I can show my sister how it was supposed to look.
Banu's got a course starting soon, and she's going to start this, the technique she'll show you from the beginning, won't you, Banu? And
I will show you from the beginning, and what will be fantastic is that you'll come in professionals. You'll be like, oh yeah, right. So can you see? Can you see that I've got a twist going on there? Okay. Again, I'm going to start.
Sure. Yeah.
Again, I'm going to start from the middle, and I'm going to go out, and I'm going to create that twist again. So this comes down to the starting point. I've gone really wide on my lines because I'm a bit conscious of the time now. I don't want to be having you sat there watching for too long. I've speeded it up a little bit. So you can see that we've got a twist going on there. And then the next one I'm going to show you is going to be more like a fan. So depending on where you start, you can control the pattern a little bit now at this stage.
Wow.
Right, can you see there's a twist?
Yes.
And there's a twist there. And then again, for this one, I've gone wide so you can see. Can you see that's a wide point there? So the next one has to be the point going out in the opposite direction. Can you see the wide points there now, isn't it? So that's what I mean by a twist and the direction change. So doing it wider helps you to see what I've done there. Again, and then I'm just going to go out. And then you can see it's coming together. So you're taking the pen out, out, out. You're just changing the direction and giving it a little bit of thought in order to create. Right, can you see? We've got the twist.
In there. Yeah.
Right, just give me a quick yes or no. Do you want me to show you that one, or should we do another one? Should we do one together?
Oh, I'd like to see that if I can.
You want to see that? Right, okay, so I've got it ready there. So this time we can see all the points for the top and the bottom. The points are coming from the middle and they're going out. So to make it symmetrical, these two are going to go out in that direction. And then it's going to be symmetrical the other way. So we're going to go out at the bottom. Okay. So it's just it's changing direction. I've got my hand on a bit of a wobble, so to start off with. So we're going to go out from there and then follow it round. And then it's just exactly the same. Just the starting point needs to be given a little bit of thought. And then the rest of the lines are just exactly the same. Once you've got into the floor, you really don't need to worry about the rest of the lines. They'll just fall in place. It's just your very, very starting point.
Sorry.
Oh.
Again, so it's out, 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 out.
Right.
I'm rushing it a little bit and giving out and making wide lines just to speed up the process, but you'll still see the outcome is exactly the same. You'll get the fan shape. There. Again, out, out, out. Take your time. Drop your shoulders if they've gone up a bit again. Breathe in. If you've got the breathing technique where you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth and get into the zone, you will feel nice and relaxed. Right, okay. So whereas this twist one, I was coming out at that side to get the twist. This time I'm doing exactly the same, where I went out that way from my central line there. I'll just draw a red line there. I went out. Can you see the first one? I've gone out there. Can you see? I've got to bring it closer. Right, I brought it closer. So from here, I'm going to go out for my first line. That's the only line I need to worry about and think about. So to make it symmetrical, I'm going out there. I've got something bumpy underneath and I go on, behave. Right, okay, and then I'm going out out, out. And that's going to give me that fan shape. Can you see it starting to appear?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
If you look closely, my pen lines aren't perfectly straight. There is a wobble there. And it really doesn't matter at the end of it. You'll see that actually it didn't really matter that much. They've gone really wobbly now because I've got something bumpy underneath this book. But
Yeah, it looks more like my stuff now.
yeah. I'm
But
glad
the,
I'm making,
the end product is far better than mine.
do you know, the cheek of it, Right.
Yeah.
So again, this way, I need you to concentrate for this one again, because can you see at the center over here, it's going out. Can you see from that line, it's going out there because you've got a gap going there. Can you see?
Yeah.
From there out, that's the bit you need to focus on. So for this time, that's your starting point, because you can see all those lines are coming from that point. So for this bit, to get the fan shape again, right, I can get the straight lines again because there's nothing underneath this bit. And then I'm going to go to the top. And then again. Can you see the fan shape is beginning to appear there?
Yeah.
Again, it just comes down to the starting point. Get your starting point right, and you can control the outcome a little bit. Right. Again. There we go. So we've got a fan shape.
It's really good.
We've got the fan. Again, this time you've got this point and you've got them coming out this way. So or I can either start from this side and come out there, or I can go that way. It really doesn't matter. So that way, and then I'm going to come down and out. So I've got the fan shape.
So how do you work out where your starting point is?
If you just start from a starting point, the very, very first one, just start from anywhere, and then think about the pattern, and then work to your next point. So if you're doing a fan, then you want to go in the opposite direction on your other shape. If you want to get a twist, then you go in the same direction. It makes sense once you do it. I think explaining it, you can't make sense of it when you explain, but once you start doing it and you do one piece, just break it down. There you go. And you've got, it's starting to take a little bit more shape. Instead of doing the random one that we started off with doing, at this point, you can start planning it a little bit. And then I'll just speed that up for the center bit, and then there you go. So you can see what we've done there.
That's
Okay.
lovely. Really
So you've got
nice.
the fan, and the fan, because we went with the line of symmetry there and we did it across. So we've got a symmetry there and a symmetrical one there, and we've just done it in reverse. And that one, we just did it in the same direction. So we got a twist. This will begin to make sense. If you follow me on to the course that we're going to be doing in a couple of weeks, that'll make sense. Right, now we're going to finish off with this.
Oh.
Again, I don't know why we went because it's exactly the same. It's just the lines are going diagonal. It's now
diagonal.
if you have locked in what I said about the starting points, then maybe you can control how this looks. But for this purpose, let's not worry about that. Let's just do it. It doesn't matter which direction you start in. Let's just do it. Okay, you've got your coaster. We're finishing off with this today. So let's get your cross in place. And all we're doing now, instead of working with a square, we're working with a triangle. So you might find it easy. It's only 3 sides that you're working to.
That might be easier for me.
Yeah, it might be easier. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Right. I'm going to move away this bumpy book now, just to please Mark, because I really couldn't do it. Really couldn't spoil this, and for Mark to kind of critique it in the way he does. Right, okay. Right.
Can't believe
Okay.
that is Mark.
I think he's just I think he's getting really passionate and competitive. Mark, just wait till I meet you in the real world, Mark. Head to head. I'm challenging you to a head to head. Right.
Could be interested.
Right. It'll be like draw your
I think
pens.
you
Right,
might be getting competitive.
are we doing this? Let's do this. So we're going to, it doesn't matter where you're going to start with this one.
It's all right.
We're just gonna compare the previous one and this one, just to show you that by changing the lines, sorry, my screen, yeah, it froze there. Just by changing that shape, how the outcome changes, that's all we're looking at. Okay, so we're going to start from a corner and we're going to go out. Again, we're going to go out and then up to the top, and we're going to go out. This time you're going out against three sides, so it should be easier.
Easier, she says.
It should be easier. You can do this. Again, don't forget to drop those shoulders and breathe. Don't hold your breath and tense your shoulders at the same time.
Oh. I'm not good at.
I'm gritting my teeth.
Yeah, you'll have a joy ache, Mark. Right, I have done my lines a bit wider just so as I can complete that in time. Again, if you're doing it with me, this time I'm going to come out from this point. I'm going to come out from this point because I'm going to get that fan shape. If you're doing it with me, if you're not, and you're just going random, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter either. So again, out, out.
She started. I don't know what she started.
Keep going out. Let's see how this is going. And then you've got that. Okay.
Oh, I don't know what she
I give
started.
It all comes down to your starting point. So this time, from the center, I'm going to go outwards because I want to get that. It doesn't matter what you do. It really doesn't matter. I just want you to enjoy it and produce something creative. It doesn't matter if you haven't followed the directions. It doesn't matter.
I'm not good at keeping lines straight.
I'm not good at doing it full stop.
No.
The important thing is that
That
you-
is not my thing.
It's the taking part.
It's
Yeah.
taking part. It's enjoying the process. Enjoy the process, and hopefully, at least you'll say, "Oh yeah, that was a little bit of a pleasant morning." And if you're able to say that, then that's the bonus. That's still good. And then we've done that, and we're on the final, and then we're on the final triangle there. So I'm going to go that way.
Oh, it's got a bit wrong.
Mine's gone a lot wrong.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Mm.
You ought to keep your lines straight.
Yeah, it's just that will come with practice. The lines will come in with practice. All I want you to lock into your brains this morning is the technique. Oops. I went a little bit.
Just lock into your brains.
Lock it into your brain. That's what you should be finished. If you haven't got that
Yeah.
this morning, then come on, get out of the room.
It's improving.
I'll be there.
I don't know where she started from though. But
I started from the corners that way, that time. For that
Yeah.
one, I started from the corners. For for these two, I started from this corner. So
Right.
for these two, and then for that one, I started from this. I started from this corner and went out. Okay, for these two pieces.
Okay.
Okay, so then we've got the symmetrical going that way, and then we've got the symmetrical going that way. It really doesn't matter so long as you filled it. You'll still come out with a very